We are back with day 7 of Advent of Cyber 2021. Today's task is called Migration Without Security. In this task, the purpose is to learn about NoSQL injection. You can read through the descriptions or you can go to another free box from TryHackMe which is called NoSQL injection. I will put the link in description. They have explained this injection very well. Now let's discuss NoSQL injection a little bit here. First of all, it is NoSQL injection. It is not an SQL, it is NoSQL. NoSQL data stores are basically vulnerable to the same security risk as traditional RDBMS in SQL. The only difference is the commands we use to access data in SQL and NoSQL. An example of NoSQL is MongoDB, which is being used by the server we are going to hack today. You can learn a little bit about NoSQL here. This has been developed to fulfill the following reason you can see in this image. Let's skip that because we don't need to learn NoSQL in detail to learn NoSQL injection. First, let's compare SQL and NoSQL structure. In both NoSQL and SQL, the top layer is database. Inside database, we have tables in SQL and collections in NoSQL. Inside collection, we have document and then field. Let's take an example. Here is an example of database in MongoDB. It contains 3 collections: people, payroll, branches, and these collections have documents inside of them. Let's take an example of people collection. This has 3 documents with various fields: ID, username, first name. These are the fields with the values. This is how data is stored in NoSQL database. Let's compare the important thing that we will use in NoSQL injection, the operators in NoSQL database. If we compare the operators from SQL, where we have and, we have $and or, equal to is represented by $eq and not equal to is represented by $any. Now let's see what NoSQL injection is by solving the questions they have provided in the challenge. Let's get back to our TryHackMe page. Let's start the machine. After starting the machine, this split screen will automatically appear, and if it doesn't, you can just go up and click on show split screen option, which will be available if this doesn't open automatically. Why we have opened this? Because we need a flag for the first question which can be accessed via a terminal from the target server. That question is interact with MongoDB server to find the flag. So what we are going to do is open the MongoDB and use some basic command to get us the flag. Now a quick reference guide for Mongo Shell can be found online here. I will put the link in description. What we are going to use is first, let's try help because this is the first time we are using MongoDB Shell. Now we can see this has the option to show all database name. So let's type show dbs, enter, and we see that one of the database is named flagdb. Probably this will be the one which will get us our answer. So we will do is use this database flagdb, enter. And if you don't know what are the commands, you can just go to this quick reference guide and read the most basic one. This is the show dbs to then we are using this. Now we need to show collections because inside of database we have collections. So we will type show collections, and here are the collection. There is only one collection. Inside this we have documents. To see documents inside this collection, we can just go to the quick reference guide, find document, and we see an option here called dbcollection.find to find all the documents available in the collection. We have to replace this collection by the name of collection. So we will do is db.flag call.find function, and we have the document which contain the flag. So let's just copy this. So this is difficult to copy, so we have to manually type this, enter, and our flag has been accepted. Even though I forgot to mention the last curly brace. Now let's try to answer the other questions. For this we are required to go to the website, copy this link and then go to a new tab, paste this, make sure you are connected to OpenVPN so that you can access this page, and once you do, you are at a login page. Now what we can do is test a standard admin and search, see if we can get, and this is a bad credit. So what we are going to do is see what this request actually does in background using Burp Suite. We have turned on the Foxy proxy. Let's set the password, search, and we have a request at our Burp Suite. This is the request which actually happen where there are two variables, admin and password, which are checked by the request. Let's send this to repeater. In repeater, we are going to make changes to these parameters so that we can log in, and we are going to change this parameter by NoSQL injection. What we are going to do is use operators to make this condition satisfy. To read about operators, you can go to this link here, and we are going to use this not equal to operator a lot for this purpose. So what I'm going to do is $not equal. So what happens here is the username is equal to admin and password is not equal to admin. So since we already tested that admin is not the password for admin, these both conditions are true. And between and, since these conditions are true, we should get the correct result if NoSQL injection is possible. And we get a 302 response code, which means it worked. And we are redirected to the dashboard with a login as admin. So how about we open this in browser, request in browser in original session, copy this link. You don't have to turn off the Foxy proxy, but you have to turn off the intercept so it doesn't stop you at every point. And it shows you some kind of message because we are at login page and we are supposed to be redirected to dashboard page. How about we just go to the home page and see what happens, and we see that we are logged in as admin, and we have a button here to see flag, and we click on flag and we get the flag. Let's copy this. This is our answer. Submit. Now once you are logged in, use the gift search page to list all usernames that have guest roles. And what is the flag? We go back and use the search page. Now it has option to search for username. I'm going to capture this request as well. Let's turn off the intercept. Here let's type admin, search, and we have this. Let's send this to repeater, and here we are searching for username and role. So what is happening behind the scene is it is trying to look for username admin whose role is user. So what I'm going to do is make both of these not equal to $not equal. To make it even better, let's give it some random value which possibly be not added to their database. So what will happen if we look for a username equal to A? Since there is no username equal to A and there is no username equal to U, this request should work. And when we send this, we should get all the fields that are available in the database. So let's open this in browser, request in browser, original system, copy, turn off the intercept because we don't need that. And we have the list of all the usernames here, and we also have a flag for a guest. Let's copy this since this might be the one they asked for. Okay, we have to turn off the Foxy proxy, submit, and this should work there. Now it has also asked to find the MaxKD record, and we actually did that using the same option of using not. One more thing to mention, we could have also used this URL because since they already mentioned username and role in the URL to get all the answers we needed. We didn't need to capture the request for this, but we did need to capture the request while login. So let's look for MaxKD, and we have here his details. Let's copy this, paste here, and this is our answer, and we have completed the box. Again, if you want to learn more about MongoDB, be familiar with how it works, you can read this and this. I will provide the link. You can YouTube search for Mike Dane MongoDB lectures. He has explained the most basic of MongoDB very well.